All right, good evening, everybody. It's Big Ed here, and I am here with Lumpy, the Flying Hawaiian, and Devastation Information, Jim. So, how you guys doing tonight? Everybody okay? Everybody great?
Good.
Everybody wonderful? Straight shooter number 25.
I'm
Don't
good.
forget, guys, to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I know Carrie just put up some great articles this week. You put on the straightshootersports.com. If you didn't get a chance to check those out, check those out. And also check out our new Facebook page if you haven't had a chance to check that out at Straight Shooter Sports. And if you want to join our exclusive group at NFL Straight Shooter Sports, make sure you guys check that out. And you can try to join that, and we will take a look at your profile and check that out. All right. So that besides getting silly here, what do we got going on, Carrie? We talk a little bit about trade rumors, what's happening with the not only with the Eagles but around the league. Maybe talk a little bit about that tonight. So what's up with what's happening with the Eagles and their trade rumors? I did see something today. Who was the guy with the Browns that they tried to get before? Somebody was mentioning that.
Rumors are swirling, my man.
Yeah, so I see a lot. So
Howie Roseman and the Eagles are super hot after Myles Garrett.
Yes.
That Howie would get that Howie's willing to give up like 3 first-round picks for him. I don't know. I was telling Jim earlier. Me and Jim were talking about it, and I didn't think the Eagles were going to make a big splash in a trade. Like, it never really works out. Like these mid-season trades. Like I'm thinking like a secondary piece, a depth piece. Somebody that could give you quality snaps. Like one of those guys from Miami. What's his name? Juwan Jones. Maybe Bradley Chubb. There's that guy from Tennessee. I forget their names, but there's all kinds of edge rushers that are available that are still on their rookie deals. They're not super productive players, but they have been productive in the past.
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
And some of them teams are ready to rebuild. So they could use the draft picks and whatever.
The thing with Garrett, though, he just signed a brand new contract.
Yeah, but they were saying they can get him out of that for some reason. I thought that was weird too, like $160 million contract lump
for 5 years, and I think this is not year one; it's 5 more years.
It was a 4-year, $160 million contract.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty hard to give up $40 million a year. All right, Mr. Devastation, what you got?
When I think about that, and he says 3 first-round picks. Here's what I'm thinking: he's not trading for Myles. Somebody's calling about him, and he's raising it up.
Yeah,
that's what Howie's doing. Now, I would say someone like Dallas is calling about him. So I think your boy Howie is saying, "Yeah, I'll do 3 first-round picks." I think he's bluffing. Yeah. So if the Cowboys are going to make that trade, they're going to mortgage their entire future to get him. I think Howie's just raising them up in the price. That's
kind of like how they do. What was that TV show? Did you ever see the one where they like bid on things? Storage Wars, exactly. So that's
what I think Howie's doing. I don't think he wants him. I don't think he wants to pay that. He's got his own players that are going to have to get paid soon. Mm-hmm. You have talent. You have Carter's going to need money. Yeah. And we've been through this. You got guys in your secondary. They got to get paid. You know what I mean?
That'd be a concern for me. This corner. They just signed Nickerson, right?
The guy we just traded for, Michael Carter the second, slot corner from the Jets.
Oh, nice.
We just gave up. We gave up John Mechie and I think a 7th-round pick, and we getting a 6th-round pick back from them. I forget what it's a real low risk deal. He's still on a rookie deal. We can release him and not suffer any dead cap hit.
Yeah.
He's still got like 2 more years left on his rookie deal. So it's and like 2 years ago he was rated as one of the top slot corners in the league. He was getting beat a few times this year, but who on the Jets wasn't,
Right.
The Jets are just bad.
Yeah.
So I think Fangio will be able to use him, maybe start him in the slot and kick DeJean on the outside full time.
Well, it's kind of interesting because I was actually listening to the sports radio, and they were talking about the reason why there's not like many guys on the market right now. And what they're saying is there's that the league is so close. There's not much parity in the league to get somebody like the Jets are one team, but some of these teams are like so close that they might not want to trade away some of their guys right now at the trade deadline. So I mean, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Well, the guy gave up a $5 million injury bonus on his roster just so the Eagles would be able to trade for him. Like he wanted out of the Jets. He wanted away from the Jets. Like
we got this ready. Only a moron would trade one of their key defensive players while they still have a chance to win a Super Bowl. Hey, Jerry.
That's right.
Hey, Jerry Jones.
Hey, there's something we all agree upon right there.
He's a freaking moron. Dude, I hate him right now. I still hate him.
Oh, you're not the only one. I see a lot of guys who hate him. Like that guy Smooth. I don't know if you ever saw him. He's a Dallas fan.
I think what Jerry needs to do, man. I think they need to make a trade for Hendrickson and just admit you were wrong that you gave up Micah. You were wrong for giving him up.
Jerry, he'll never admit that. He won't admit that till 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Him trading for Hendrickson would be kind of admitting it without saying it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
you
downgraded.
You and I talked earlier. I said to you that if he made that trade and say he only had to give up next year's first round pick, Green Bay's, and his second round pick, and maybe this year's second round pick and got Hendricks, then he wouldn't look too idiot. He wouldn't look that dumb. But if he traded both those first picks he got for Green Bay and his to get hit, then he'd look a moron. So I don't know.
But I think it might take one of those draft picks.
It's going to take a couple of those first round picks.
Yeah.
But I'll talk about.
But you have them.
You have so. You have 2 extras. All you have. You know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's coming up in the draft. Who knows?
Yeah, should be interesting to see what's going to happen.
Well, you don't know like if there's like a guy coming out next year who's a game changer. And I don't know. You don't know. But if the Dallas doesn't win, if you want me to get the Dallas thing, I have some good things about Dallas. Like not good things, but a good conversation. How important these games are for them right now. Their next 3 games are vitally important to them.
Yeah. All right, so let's
if you want, I'll fire away on that.
We'll go a little trick or treat. How about that?
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I'll say.
The T is like right in front of Jimmy's face.
I know. I'm trying to like remove this off. I'm sorry, Jim. I just got this right now.
You can leave it there.
Jimmy has the best look forever, man.
No.
I can't put respect in here.
You need to move the hat over so the hat's on top of his head.
No. Hold on. I'm trying to.
Hey, you know what? You gotta get off the keyboard. I have some good stuff to say, some vital things to say.
Okay.
For the Cowboys.
Go ahead. We're vital. Go ahead.
I call it Vital Idol. Remember that album from the 80s, Vital Idol? You got to play Arizona. You have to beat Arizona. We know that, right?
Yeah.
You get the Raiders, you got to beat the Raiders. And here's where it gets interesting. Yeah, it's a lot of pipe dreams here, as Carrie calls it. You need the Eagles to lose in Green Bay, which they could. Green Bay's a good squad. You're on the road. You can lose that game. But then you get the Eagles that next week in Dallas. Dallas has to win these 3 games. Now, if the Eagles win in Green Bay, I don't think it's going to matter. Yeah. But if they can get they're 3-4-1. You win the next 3, including being the Eagles, right? You can get to 6-4-1. And if the Eagles do lose in Green Bay and lose in Dallas, they're 6-4. You're right back in this. But if you go and you lose, you say you beat Arizona, you go out there in Vegas and lose.
Listen,
you might as well just pack it in.
I agree with my man Hugh Douglas. I agree, my man Hugh Douglas. I think our biggest problem is going to be the Detroit Lions. I definitely think that's going to be the Eagles.
You're also at San Diego. You're at San Diego. That's not an easy one. So you're at Green Bay, at San Diego.
I'm talking about getting, if we make it to the playoffs and getting out of it and getting, I think if we get the Lions, it's going to be a tough pull for us. First of all,
I just think it depends where you play.
Right.
Not if you're
who's San Diego, by the way?
They're always going to be San Diego.
To me, I know exactly what you're talking about because they're always San Diego to me too. It's like the Redskins.
I was going to say because that game's in San Diego. That game's another. It's in LA. That's another home game for the Eagles, man.
Well, at 2 point, we'll see. Jim Harbaugh's there. We'll see. They having problems selling out again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Eagles fans, they just travel there, man. They take over that stadium every time. They do it against the Rams. They do it against the Chargers.
Well, I know. So does Dallas, because Dallas practices out there.
It's 75 and sunny, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What's there not to be happy about? You're close to the water.
Yeah.
Some of this stuff that's like here.
But
LA doesn't deserve a team. I don't care what anybody says. They don't deserve a team.
I think it's 70s.
Their fans are a bunch of frauds, man.
You remember they played
when they had the Rams.
And they played in Anaheim Stadium too. But anyway, what he's saying about the playoff, I think if you get Detroit and you're home in January, you'll maul Detroit. I think you would maul Detroit. I don't think that works on grass in January.
Yeah, maybe.
I think
I think if we get through, we have home field advantage. Yeah, I think so. But if we're playing in Detroit, that's going to be a tough game. But you never know. Hey, crazier things happen. Hey,
well, you guys, they're here in a few weeks. The Lions come here in like 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, we'll see. That'll be a good barometer, good test. And that's for the Eagles.
But that's why I'm holding out a little bit. Like I'm hanging on to a lifeline of the Cowboys. Like your schedule's pretty rough. I mean, you got some rough ones still left. Dallas can't beat Dallas and slip up against the Raiders. That they have to beat Arizona. They got to beat the Raiders. I got to hope you lose. And who knows? And that's it. We'll see you in the next 3 weeks. If this don't go their way, their season's over in 3 weeks. By week 11, before Thanksgiving, their season's over.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think, listen, I honest to God think that their defense is just not good enough right now. And that's what's really going to hurt them. Yeah.
They can't. You know what else, too, Ed? Even the Bears are playing. If they only played average from here out, average, like say, like 15th ranked here out, they'd be okay. But they're not. They're 31. Right. They can't be 27. You would have to play. Jerry Jones ruined this team. Jerry Jones did it again.
Yeah. You're Jerry Jones turning into Daniel Snyder.
If I ever see Jerry Jones in the street, it's going to be on.
Listen, I'm just going to leave that alone.
You're going to be up an old man. Way to go, Jim.
I got to get a win somehow. Yo, I'm an old man too.
You guys still got the Chiefs. You got the Lions, the Vikings, the Chargers.
Yeah. We're at
the Commanders again and the Giants again in New York.
The only thing I like is the Giants will be done, and if Washington doesn't get that, they might be done. But Dallas is home for a couple of those games, so I like their chance at home. But like I said, you blow it in Vegas, and the Eagles win in Green Bay, it's a wrap. It's over. It'll be over before Thanksgiving.
I agree. All right, look, let's talk a little bit about the Flyers. I know they looked pretty good last couple of games. They're playing harder than they ever were the last couple of years. I could definitely tell.
So the teams seem to be playing for them. For talk a little bit. They look tough.
Yeah.
Last night there was an injury though. Sam Ersson, one of the who's I don't know if you're going to call him number one goalie or not, but he's been playing mostly. With a lower body injury. And he's fought that for a couple of years on and off. So they brought up Alexei Kolosov from the minors. He's one of their big prospects, I think. And they still have Dan Vladar on the roster. So right now I like him as a goalie. He's 3-2. He's a 1.8 goals against average.
Wow.
And Ersson, who they consider to be the number one, is 2-1. He's a 3.08 goals against average.
Who's the guy they just traded? They just traded for
goalie.
No, they acquired a defenseman from Dallas, Christian Kyrou.
Mike Madonna.
It says Flyers acquire Christian Kyrou from Dallas in exchange for Samu Tuomala.
Yeah. He's a depth
Sounds
guy.
like a guard's name, for goodness sake.
He's a depth guy. I think right now, I think the Flyers listen, the Flyers might make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, they're at the brink, a borderline. I think if through the course of the season, if they make some moves to add depth, it's going to bolster them. I think the goalies they have, Erston and Vladar, are both good enough to get the team there. I don't know if their goalies are going to take it to the cup or not, but they're going to get you there.
Yeah.
That being said, so all this. So 2 years ago, there was that lawsuit up in Canada where the young lady they were suing Team Canada and a bunch of players for sexual harassment or sexual assault. That was all thrown out. So Carey Hart, who was the Flyers' #1 goalie for a bunch of years, he's eligible in December. November, December, he's eligible again. He signed a contract with Las Vegas. I really thought the Flyers were going to sign him back again. He's going to Vegas now. So you have a couple guys going back to the league who've been out, a couple different players. So it's going to be there's some names out there who can be picked up, who can bolster this roster a little bit and add some depth, add some strength. I think the team's going in the right direction. I like what Briere is doing. I like what Tocchet's doing.
You know, it's been kind of. I talked about this last time when we talked. I believe, guy's been a little disappointing to me as Michkov so far. I know he's young. I know he's a blah blah, but he's supposed to be the second coming. You know, when I hear this kind of thing, that's why I put no credence on it until I actually see him play. Now, in the shootout the other night, which was great, the Flyers and when they beat the Penguins, that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he handled the puck real well. The other guy they had, Blink or whatever his name is, he I should know. He was awesome. He actually made a really nice deke and he put it right.
Brink has some great stick skills.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He was great. You know, like I said, my biggest issue right now with the Flyers is this. The consistency. I just want to make sure that it's there. But man, is it nice to see we finally got teams. So when the Eagles are done and the Phillies are done, we actually have teams that we actually can watch and enjoy, which is nice.
Because they're 5-3. Is on that pace, is that going to get them to the playoffs? No. But that same percentage is going to get them close to it. And it's better than last year, which is better than the year before that. And that's the growth factor. Yeah.
And they're competitive. You know what was actually interesting to me? I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but I saw Sidney Crosby still playing, for God's sake. He's 38 years old, for God. Sidney Crosby's still playing. And if I can never say the guy's first name, eventually, whatever, Malkin. He's 39 years old. I'm like, wow, these guys are still playing hockey at a high level. And it's amazing to me that those guys were, you know, they were still playing. I don't know if they were still playing with Lindros or not, like towards the end of his career.
I think so, yeah.
They've had better careers.
Yeah.
I was surprised to see Claude Giroux was still playing.
I know, yeah. I saw him too.
He's still playing?
Yeah, Giroux, yeah.
He played for the Flyers?
No.
It was the Senators,
Senators,
yeah. I watched that game too. I mean, look, it's been fun. Honestly, it's actually nice to see once again the winter sports teams here in Philly are doing well. I mean, I was, you know, or at least being competitive. And speaking of which, why don't we go talk about the Sixers a little bit, Jim? If you want to take some of that, if you've been watching some of it, I know you said don't get your hopes up.
I gotta be honest with you guys. I haven't watched their games yet. I watched a lot of highlights of it.
Yeah.
I see the highlights. I always get the run because it's so wrapped in football right now. Like I have NFL Network on right now. I just see it come down my feet. I see the highlights. And I hear with Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith, much as I don't like him with football, he knows basketball.
Yeah.
And he said that these two backcourt kids we have, he said by the end of next year we'll have the best backcourt in the NBA. If not this year, he said.
There's three.
He said,
There's three of them.
He said by next year, best backcourt. He said they are just talented, and he goes, God help everybody when Embiid plays.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
my thing is, Embiid got some time the other night. He had 25 points, limited time. That's what they're doing in limited time with him.
Yeah.
They're
They
getting the
need to
ball
limit his
around.
minutes.
Honestly, they're still missing the
And
one
he's
thing
got
that I think that they need is that they get strong power forward. That's the one thing to me. That's one thing that they're missing. But man,
I've
I'll
been
tell you
crying
what.
for James.
Oh yeah.
The bond.
Well, I don't know. Like I don't know the personality. The one thing that worries me a little bit, like when Paul George comes back. Like poor George is a great talent for so many years, right? But he
yeah,
comes
well, he's gonna
back.
be your 4.
Yeah, I know. But if he comes back, it's like, is it going to be the same kind of? I love how the way they're moving the ball around. If you guys haven't been watching, but
Oh,
Edgecombe,
you don't
the
remember
way
the
he,
chemistry of it. The
yeah,
chemistry.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
They've been playing so well together and just getting the ball, moving the ball around. They find Grimes open. He shoots that 3 ball. I'm telling you, they look good. I mean, the Sixers
Well, maybe
actually
they,
look
maybe
good.
they'll do that.
Jared McCain will be back pretty soon too.
Maybe they'll
Exactly.
do that. Hey, Paul, why don't you take another 2 or 3 weeks and get yourself even more healthy? And then the team starts struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe you bring them back in. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, look, you want it's a
Bring
nice
him off.
problem to have.
I think you bring him off the bench.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
don't
Just
think.
going to say
I don't
that.
think you start. I think you leave the starting lineup the way it is, just right now, the way it is.
Yeah, but that's an if. You bring him off the bench if you don't want him to be another prima donna guy. That's all we're going to. Somebody's going to whine and bitch. Oops, sorry, whine and complain about stuff.
Well,
Don't
here's an
matter.
option, too. Here's an option. If you're doing well, you can always trade him at the trade deadline and pick up a deep 3 shooter or something, or
Yeah,
another 4 or something else. Relieve some money, get him out of here. You know what I mean? If you're doing, say by the break, and that's what the trade deadline is.
Yeah.
Right after that. I mean, if we have 30, 35 wins,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Maybe you get him out of here.
yeah.
You know?
It's just he's making
That's
so
a tough
much
contract to
money.
trade.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. This contract is unbelievable. I mean,
Yeah,
how much
well, they all are. They're all ridiculous.
I mean, that's what Daryl
I
Morey
like the way.
went wrong.
I like the fact that Andre Drummond's back, man. I
Yes,
love Andre Drummond.
yes, 100%.
He's
Andre Drummond has been killing it. Yes,
I like Embiid getting restricted minutes, and I like the way that Drummond's playing.
he's playing like a center.
I mean, listen, it's Maxi's team. Well, I kind of related to this in a way. Like, you remember when Shaq went to Miami? He was still kind of Shaq. I compare Embiid to Shaq, but it was Dwayne Wade's team. You know what I mean? And Shaq still did Shaq things. I think it's Maxi's team now, and I think Embiid could still do Embiid things, but it's Maxi's team.
I think
I agree to a point, but I think when it comes down to gotta get 2 points and you gotta get, I still think you're gonna go inside the Embiid because either way he's gonna get fat. He's gonna score. He's getting fat. He's gonna score.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I still think, as good as Maxi is, he's still young. He's very young.
Yeah,
he's probably still
that boy is clutch, man. That boy plays way above his years, man.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, what's he?
I agree.
He's been in the league for what? 4 years now.
He's probably still 2 or 3 years away from his prime. Just think about that.
Sure,
think about that.
He's
24. What's nice about him.
24 years old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got a good supporting cast.
Prime.
I mean,
he's averaging 38 points a game right now.
Yeah.
First 4 games.
And Edgecombe.
We can thank James Harden. Thank James Harden.
Edgecombe reminds me a lot of Jimmy Butler.
I love Jimmy
that
Butler.
type of player.
I love Jimmy.
I think Edgecombe reminds me of him. Maybe a little bit shorter, but just as explosive, and they kind of look alike too.
Yeah, makes plays. So he did a great job. But yeah, Sixers, like I said, the Sixers are doing great. I mean, it's let's see what happens tomorrow night, Jim. You don't think they'll take them tomorrow night?
I'm weird with things. Like if you start out doing really good, and then the games are getting closer, and then you're winning in overtime, I feel like you're that close to your first loss. I just feel like Boston comes in here and gives them a reality check. That's all. Only because
the thing is,
that's all. It's not that I want them to lose.
No, I know. It's just a feeling you have. But to me,
Yeah,
I think
because
this
you went
team.
to overtime.
Yeah. But some of the best things that I've seen from this team is their resilience. They were down the other night by 15, 16 points, and they came back and they beat the Wizards. I want to call them the Bullets again. They beat the Wizards,
I hear you.
you know? And that was awesome. I mean, the fact that they came back twice, or maybe three times, and they've come back and they show that they have fight in them. And that's all. That's really what you want.
Yeah,
You know?
Celtics been playing well their last
It's
couple
also
games.
very
They've been
early. It's
scoring,
early.
man.
We'll see tomorrow night. Like I said, we'll see what happens. I hope they come out and they come out firing, and it will be okay. We'll see. Hey, look, I'm just excited
Yeah,
to have
If
competitive.
they,
I'm
if they
excited.
come
I'm
out,
excited
if
about
they
this
come
Sixers
out,
team.
Yeah.
if
me
they
too.
come out and take care of business tomorrow, I'll really start believing. I will. I just don't old schools. I always watch teams that are like, say teams like, especially in the NFL, I see it. Say teams like undefeated are blowing people out, and then you
Yeah.
watch like the last three games. The games are getting closer.
Right.
They're like 7-0. Then they win the next game in overtime, 8-0. They usually lose the ninth week. And
Yeah.
I just feel like the Sixers are getting from them big blowouts,
Well, you
and they're
can't go
getting
82 and
closer,
0. I mean,
You know?
But listen, as long as they're playing competitive, they're playing good
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah.
Nick Nurse is a good coach. I think when he finally we're starting to see some of those things happening, coming together, I think we'll be okay.
I think we can win like 56, 57 games, maybe.
Yeah.
At
That'd be
least.
great.
That's what
Get the
we
At
need.
playoffs,
least, if not
make
more.
it exciting
If
again.
you
And
win
win.
the 57
Yeah.
games, you're probably going to be a 1 or 2 seed.
Well, that'd be
You're
great.
gonna be,
Nah, you'd
yeah.
probably be like a third or fourth
Who
seed.
else is running away
I
with
think
it? Who else is running-
I don't
I
think
think the
anybody's
Knicks,
running away this year.
the Celtics,
Indiana.
Knicks are always good. Yeah,
Yeah.
Indiana's
How's
good.
Indiana doing? They were in the championship last year, remember? How they doing?
Who?
Indiana. They were in the championship last year. They starting out okay.
It's
But you know what? It's way too
Yeah.
early.
500. Yeah. Should
It's
be
early.
interesting. But let's talk a little bit about the World Series. We haven't heard from Lump in a little bit. Lump, I did you guys stay up? I know I stayed up the other night. I know.
Did you really?
Game 3, yes. I
Couldn't
went to
do it.
bed late, and I went up, and it was like 2:50 when that game was over.
I couldn't do it because I had an early meeting the next morning for work. So I had to go to bed. It was like you kind of lay in bed with like one eye open, going, "I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it."
Right.
I thought it was kind of cool. With last night, David Schneider led off the game with the first pitch of the game, home run. He's a South Jersey guy, and the pitcher is he's from I think he's a Philly guy, I believe.
I'm not sure. All I know, it's probably a Delco guy. Yeah, I think.
Is there a World Series game tonight?
Yeah, I think there is a game tonight. We should know if there's a game tonight, but
game is
I can't remember.
Friday. That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Is it tomorrow?
I will say this, and I'm going out. I'm not even going out on a limb. I'm going to say this: Shohei Ohtani is the best player to ever play baseball.
Oh, that's
he's something special.
Slow down.
Yeah, no slow down. Who else besides Babe Ruth can pitch like that?
Well,
and
I get that.
hit like that.
Yeah, he's got it.
Rick Ankiel.
For what the man can do, and I don't even like the Dodgers. I can't stand them. But
Eddie, I have a baseball going on that line. You said who else can do that? Rick Ankiel pitched for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Right.
And they got the yips, and he couldn't throw a strike. Remember in the World Series, he threw a ball over the backstop in the World Series.
Right.
Went back to the minors for a year or two, and reinvented himself with the help of Diana Ball, I think, as an outfielder. I have a baseball signed by him and says 20 wins in the season, 20 home runs in the season, only me and the Babe. They're the only two players have 20 wins as a pitcher and 20 home runs as a batter.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Well, now don't be wrong. Shohei gets 20 wins in the season pitching. He'll be there also. But so can it be done? Yes. Is it common? No. But he's something special.
Yeah, there's not.
He is, but
in the
I guess
modern
wrapped
game,
into one. But I don't know. I mean, Ken Griffey was a great guy to watch back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do it for like at least like how long has Ohtani been in the league for?
5 years.
5 years, and then you
5
got to
years.
realize he was with the Angels for a while. He was at the Angels for like
at
least 3 years with Trouty.
I mean, the pitching does make him different. It does make him a total different thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Versatility. He's a different animal. He definitely is a different animal.
Yeah.
And just think, he's come back from Tommy John surgery too.
Right. And the fact that, now I don't know how they do it in Japan, but here in the United States, with all the Little League Baseball and the kids, blah, 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 everybody's a specialist. I'm a specialist. They walk around with their two little bats in their bag with their cleats up in there and all this. That's ridiculous. Anyway, but just to make a long story short, I mean, just, everybody, they only play one position. They focus on that one position. Here's a guy that's doing it. And it just goes to show you what I've always said about athletes. These guys, if a good player is a good player, is a good player. You can have all the greatest training in the world. If you polish a turd, it's going to be a turd. No offense. If you guys, a guy like him, that's just a great player, great athlete, awesome at what he does. Look, he just took it and ran with it. And I'll be honest. Like I said, I don't like the Dodgers, but I respect him as a player for sure. I think he's awesome.
I saw a video today or yesterday of him batting, and it was showing his swing. And it's like this. And then the whole time he swings, he's looking down, like towards his feet at the ball, like this. And you see the bat go through the zone. His head never moves. As on my hands, you can't see him on the film, on the thing, but as his hands are going through, his head never moves from looking down where he strikes the ball. He hit the ball. It's amazing. You got to see, it's amazing. Would have to stand up to show you, but kid, you won't see it. But like I said, his head just stayed. Like some guys swing and they go like that, looking with it. Yeah. Not this guy. His head stayed right down. Like he was watching the bat hit the ball. It's amazing. The game must look so slow to him.
Yeah, that's what makes it
very slow to him.
Yeah,
that's all
he's a great athlete, great player.
He's big too. He's huge.
And he's big.
He looks giant. Like he looks gigantic. Like he's a
guy. I wouldn't be surprised if, like 5 years from now, he's a first baseman or an outfielder.
Yeah.
Save his arm, get him in the game more often. Like he's not your DH guy. I don't think. I think he's too good of a baseball player, of an athlete to put the high as a DH. But I'd love him. I mean, listen, he's tall, he's long. He'd be a heck of a first baseman. His arm, he'd be a great corner outfielder with his arm.
I'll tell you what. Well, I'm not going to go to the Yankees, but that guy Judge is as one big human, as a big man.
They all are. They're all so big. As a kid, we go.
I wouldn't be surprised if that contract's up with the Dodgers, he just walks away.
Yeah, I mean, look, he could go back to Japan and play. He could do whatever. I mean, there's so many things he could do.
He's bigger in Japan than he is here.
Yeah. So it's just going to be interesting.
That contract's up, he leaves. I'm done. I got a couple World Series. I'm at say
he still doesn't speak English, does he?
He does.
I know. I haven't talked to him in a while.
He said something about New Balance.
A lot of those guys, a couple guys on the Phillies, they use interpreters, not because they don't speak English. They do speak English, but they want to be able to
get everything
across the right way.
Right.
Say the right thing.
Yeah. Like the big joke was when Sammy Sosa went to Congress with an interpreter.
Yeah.
No, he speaks English. I mean, he does speak English, but he wants to make sure that he hears everything and processes it the right way, and what he says is,
But wait,
it's hilarious in boxing.
He didn't speak at Congress. That was the big thing.
Who?
Yeah, Sammy Sosa. All of a sudden, he didn't want to speak.
He spoke. He spoke. What's his name?
He's white.
He spoke. The guy from the Orioles didn't speak.
All right. You ever see Sammy? You ever see Sammy Sosa? He's whiter than we are.
No, he's going back again, I think. His acting career's over. He's going back to his roots.
My man looks like a ghost, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because he's not even a healthy white.
Save yourself is he's a good dude, man.
You know who else got real white?
Oh, Corky.
No, the guy from Kid and Play. I was
Oh,
watching.
God.
Remember the guy with the razor had the big hair?
Kid.
He's white now.
He was always white, dude. He was always white.
He was really white now. He's like bleach white.
No, he was always light, very light.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
he was always white.
Where is this conversation? Oh my God.
Like Michael Jackson was like 5 different colors at one point.
Yeah, he was dying himself and shit like that. But anyway.
All
right. My birthday's on Monday, boys. I'm ready to sign off
happy birthday, Jimbo.
Happy
I'll be
birthday.
58 on Monday for Devastation Incorporated.
Yeah, Devastation.
Maybe 70, 75.
Security information.
Something like that. Something like that. It's still boxing. It's still throwing hands, right?
Happy birthday to my boy today. My son's birthday today.
Yeah, Nick.
Oh,
Birthday,
man.
buddy.
Yeah, we're
Tell
all
Nick happy
close.
birthday.
Right.
Yeah, 22. Ooh.
Damn, he's 22?
Yeah, can you believe it?
He is sure lucky he did not get your look. That little kid.
You go in the bar,
Shut
the
up.
kid walks.
What? Huh?
My birthday's on a holiday.
Hey, yeah.
Nah, he doesn't do that stuff. My son's like, chill, huh?
You go into pulsations and Nick walks in.
Yeah.
Pulsations?
Do we ever go to Pulsations?
I don't know. But I don't know if I was
we
over
go
there.
to the Iguana Beach Club. That was something.
Pulsations.
Yeah,
I was one to go.
I met my ex-fiance at
boy.
Iguana.
Yeah.
I'm going to sign off, all right?
All right,
good.
fellas.
Yeah.
Hey, look, great show. Have a good night.
Good show. Catch y'all later. Happy Halloween.
Hey, check online to make sure you guys put your predictions for the Eagles games. And have a great week.